Paying 1 million rand from his salary to benefit others. Conceive of getting your entire senior management staff to remain on the same pay with no increase. Now, all this to benefit the living conditions of your semi-skilled and therefore lower income employees. PPC Cement have done exactly this, and they want to challenge many of you out there with influence in large companies who employ lower wage employees to do exactly the same. I suppose you're asking why. Well, it's very simple. It's to increase the quality of life of semi-skilled employees. Is there likely to be a work productivity spin-off beyond the simple humanitarian approach of the right thing to do? One would certainly think so. Well, joining us now to discuss this is Yogesh Narsingh. He is the Executive of Special Projects at PPC Cement. It's good to have you in studio. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you.
This certainly sounds like a very, very interesting project. I mean, just give us a little bit more background on how exactly it started and how it works.
We're very excited, and it's a big challenge. The way it started was there was a leadership change in the organization. Ketso Gordon, our CEO, went to visit all the plants and really asked people what their concerns were. And housing and the need for adequate housing was one of the issues identified. It was second only to salaries, and of course salaries rate number one in everybody's concern. So employees really identified housing as an issue. And we came back after that consultation and really developed a housing program. The program essentially, as you said earlier on, is addressed to semi-skilled workers. It has a financial support component, it has a technical support component. It comes together to really empower the employee to make choices about housing.
Amazing. I mean, I'm just, you know, the salary issue is quite a big one, and I think it's a brilliant precedent to set for other massive corporations. This freezing of the salary, if I'm understanding, it's 60 staff members or upper staff members, is that correct? Freezing of their salaries.
Top 3%, yeah.
To
3 or 4%, yes.
The top 3 or 4% to filter this down to the employees. Is that what's happening?
Absolutely. In fact, that's part of that money really kicked off the housing program, and of course the company will contribute more as is required.
If we talk about the top 3 or 4%, how much money are we looking at? I mentioned R1 million in the opening. Is that what we're looking at?
So the R1 million that you're referring to was really the cut in the CEO's salary. Then there were senior management who did not take increases for 1 year, and that's the money that's come down to the housing program.
So how much are we looking at about?
I think over 5 million to kickstart the program.
Wow.
To kickstart the program.
That's unbelievable. When you look at the top 3 or 4% of a company, and you're saving
making a
5 million, it just automatically alarm bells ring off as to how much the disparity exists between these companies, between employers of a company.
So yes, you know, we started off with some disparities, but obviously not part of the discussion is not quite about housing. But you know, we're trying to close that disparities, and already you know, we've closed that disparity hugely.
Yeah.
I think we've halved the disparity, and we're going to do more.
It's a wonderful initiative, and I can imagine something like this is what you're hoping to spread to other companies.
You know, the real thing here is, you know, you could say, you know, this is a PR exercise, but actually, you know, this is about management who interact with people at the factory level on a daily basis, concerned about their living conditions. They want people who come to work with them. They live, play, and work with people, and decided, you know, we can't do that with people who don't at least have adequate housing, minimal housing. You know, it's less about the money, it's more about their value systems. You know, they want to make a difference to the country, they want to make a difference to PPC, to the brand, and they want to make a difference to people's lives.
It's amazing.
You know, and tackle people that they work with immediately.
Just how many houses have been worked
So
on
the
far?
program has just kicked off. We have over 300 people who've registered to be part of the program. You know, it's a process. You have to register to be part of the program. There are assessment criteria. We have engagements in terms of we sit down with you, we work out your personal balance sheet, we work out what you can afford,
Yeah.
we work out what kind of house you want, where you want it. And so it's really a big process. To date, it's just a month ago since we've officially launched the program. We've done 2 houses. We launched one today in Shashanguve Extension XX. We move on to the Hook, which is in the Northern Cape soon. So it's picking up steam.
So nice to talk about a good story like this. Yogesh Nasing, Executive Special Projects, talking to us here on Morning Live. I know you may think it's a PR exercise, but I think Yogesh did address that. I just think that this is a fantastic idea for most corporates to do. We're aware that there are companies doing the best they can with similar sorts of initiatives. What we in Morning Live would really like to know is, will any of you meet this challenge from PPC Cement? If so, please contact us. We'd be very, very interested to follow your story and the response and actions that have been achieved. So that's our challenge to you here on Morning Live. Get hold of us, morninglive@sabc.co.za. That's where you can email us, and please let us know. All right.